I'm waking up to ash and dust. I wipe my brow and I sweat my rust. I'm breathing.
Hey YouTube, it's Crazy Jeep Man here, and just wanted to come to you today in this relaxing August afternoon and just sitting here thinking about what I could do next to my Jeep. And then all of a sudden a package arrives and answers that question for me, and that is today we will be doing headlights. One place that the Jeep Wranglers are lacking, that is the headlights. Let's face it, with these things turned on full high beam on a back road, you can't see anything. If it wasn't for my LED pods that I have mounted on my Jeep, here, and there, I wouldn't be able to see anything. So hats off to Prestige Off-Road for sending me some new LED headlights today. And today they are a little special because they also have a halo ring in them that I'm going to make a DRL and tie them into my blinker lights. So stay tuned and let's get started. You know, before you get started doing any kind of, mechanical work on a vehicle, the one thing you really want to do is you want to stop and just enjoy nature. Okay, let's get started. All right, YouTube, let's see what we got in the box from Prestige Off-Road. Ready? Boom. Two 7-inch LED headlights with the halo rings. All the accessories we need for connecting them. Even the wires that we need to run for our halo ring to make it a DRL, and also for the blinker lights. So let's break it all out and get started. YouTube, before we get too far into the install, what I always like to do with any kind of lighting is to make sure that it's working correctly before we go through the problem of installing it and then having to come back and reinstall it because something wasn't working properly. So a little way that I do it, which I've got it wired up right now because I'm trying to do this hands-free, what I use is a 9-volt battery. 9-volt battery. It's not a shout out to Duracell, just a 9-volt battery. And then I get the plug-ins to where everything works off of, and put different strands of wire from it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to position the battery up here so we can do this one strand at a time. We got it wired to the negative right here. And then one at a time, we're going to go by and we're going to touch the hot. Boom. LED works. Works good. Let's go to the next wire. Oh, it works. Then we're going to go over here to the halo ring. Boom, we got a halo ring. And then what you do to get the blinker, to make sure it's going to change colors like it's supposed to, you want to touch the red and the yellow together, then touch. With all this being done, this is going to show us that all of our lights are working. So of course you'll repeat this process to the other side to make sure both your LED headlights are working. Alright guys, so here's the next step. You want to come in here and open up your hood, and you'll find connectors here, 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 and of course here. You want to take a Phillips head screwdriver and unscrew them and pop them up. You'll do that process to all the clips until done. All right, so now that we've got all of our clips out of the grill, the next step is going to be to pop it loose. And to do that, what you want to do is you want to start up here and you want to basically work it loose. It has a little pressure that you're going to pull on it right here. And then on the bottom side of the grill here, you got some clips that you'll have to pull out on. And don't be afraid to pull on it. And pop them loose. Once the grill is popped loose, you'll pull it forward, and right here is your blinker, and you want to twist it and release it. And you'll do the same thing for the other side. Okay, once you get your blinkers free and all your clips released, now you can just basically lift up and pull your grill off the front of the Jeep and set it aside. Now once you get the grill off out of the way, you want to get a Torx 15 and you want to remove the shroud around the headlight. Take this loose. I'm going to set the screws off to the side because you don't want to lose those because you'll have to use them when reinstalling. There should be 4 of them all together. On the last one, you want to apply some pressure to your headlight, maybe while you're undoing it, so it don't just fall out. Which, I mean, the wires would catch it, but you just don't want to let it fall. Remove the surround. And then here's your headlight. You see right back here, there's a connector. You want to pop the red pin or clip and basically they get a little tight sometimes. Pull it out. So once you get the clip done, you just pull it out. Passenger side, same thing. You want to unscrew the Torx heads. Ring. Slide this out. Again, pop it, the red. A little tight. Slide it out. All right, guys. So we're picked up here where I've got the lights daisy chained in. It's plugged up, ready to go. I've got my power wire that you got 2 options here. The way I'm going with is I'm taking my power wire and I'm going to run it through here and go to my fuse box and put an inline fuse and have it where every time I turn the key on, the LED halo will come on as a DRL. Your other option is to run this power wire to your parking light onto the side and tap in there, and therefore the halo ring will only come on when you click the headlight switch on to the first click or to your headlights. So you have 2 options there. Third option is don't even use the halo ring, but you wouldn't purchase headlights with a halo ring if you didn't intend to use them. So basically what I'm doing is I'm running it to a power, I'm going direct power for my fuse box. So my halos will be a DRL. The other wire I'm going to run to my blinker, so it will also serve as a LED, a halo blinker whenever I turn my blinker light on. All right, at this point in time, what we're going to do is we've got the daisy chain wires to our headlight. What I like to do on these aftermarket headlights is I basically tuck the main plug-in back and I basically curl it up and put it in to the socket as far back as I can, and that helps to eliminate it hitting the back of the headlight and pushing it out. There's actually enough room in here to get it all in. On the yellow wire, I basically went through and come out the bottom because, as I stated before, I'm going to connect it to my blinker, and the power wire, I brought it up and went out the top here because I'm going to take it across to the passenger side, and I'll show you what I'm going to do next. So at this point in time, we've got everything tucked in behind the headlight, and then we're going to put it in the slots. Make sure that it says the DOT here is upward. So you're going to put it in all the little slots in there. It's a little tight fit, but it works. Might need a little pop right there. So once that's in, what I do is I peel the plastic off and line everything up with the ring and reinstall all of your torque screws. All right, we got the headlight installed now. So now we're going to move on to the wiring of the halo ring. What I like to do is I like to come down here, and I'll usually cut back some of the wire, and then I fold it over to make the wire itself thicker that they sent with the package. On your blinker system, your farthest wire on the blinker, you have the black one, the middle wire, and then the outside wire. This outside wire is the one you want to go to whenever you're connecting it for your blinker. What I do is I got a quick connect. So I basically run it on to the main wire. And then I take this one, put it down in there for the buddy wire. And it's as simple as that. You want to close it. I take my pliers to make sure it's a good connection. So after you get the headlight back installed, you get the wire, the blinker wire, connected like it's supposed to. Remember, it's the outside wire. When you're looking at your blinker, you have 3 wires: negative, middle common, and then your blinker. It's the outside wire. Then to get power to the halo, I ran a power line over and tied it in with a butt connector, and then I electric taped it up. And what this does is, guys, let me show you what I've done here. Here's my fuse box. I have went, if you can see real well, I went and got a inline fuse and M7. M7, you take it out, put it in here, and then put a 10 amp fuse in with it. And then I've ran the power wire out the size of the fuse box where it'll close, which I'll tuck these wires away neatly after I get done with the install. But that's going to give me constant power for whenever I decide to turn the key on. It's going to put my halos on as DRLs. Again, the blinker lights, by going in here and tying into the outside line on my blinker, is going to then turn my halo ring to amber whenever it's time to make a turn. So again, I've made power from the fuse box back here and ran it all the way across, extended the wire a little bit because it was a little bit short, which again, that'll be tucked away, so nothing to worry about, and it goes in behind the headlight. So give me 1 second and we will have the moment of truth on to make sure everything's working properly. All right, since I'm the only one here working right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into the Jeep. I'm gonna turn my lights on. We're gonna see what they look like. Turn my blinker on, make sure everything's wired up before we start putting it all back together. If everything works properly, I should be, when I turn my key on, the DRL should come on automatically. All right, so we're looking pretty good. Now this blinker, all right, that's left-hand turn, right-hand turn. Headlights. All right, So we have headlights, DRLs, blinkers. So now let's put it back together.
Get out my way. Get out my way. Get out my way. My way, my way, my way. Get out my way. Get out my way. Get out my way. My way, my way, my way. I got some big packets. I can stack with big profits. I